In the state of Maryland, where the Susquehanna River meets the Chesapeake Bay, there is a small city not many people know about. This city is Havre de Grace. My name is Adriana Nunley, and I want to teach you a little bit about how my hometown came to be.
Havre de Grace's history really begins during the Revolutionary War. During this time, it was just a small hamlet or settlement with no buildings. The first building here was built in 1782, when Robert Young Stokes, the owner of most of the farmland, commissioned the layout of the city and modeled it in a grid pattern after Philadelphia. He gave the streets French names and also named them after Revolutionary War heroes. General Lafayette, famous American Revolutionary French badass, visited the town and said that it reminded him of the French city Le Havre, formerly known as Le Havre de Grace, and the town really adopted that name, and that's how the town has the name that it has now, which is Havre de Grace, which is French for harbor. In 1813, during the War of 1812, Havre de Grace was attacked by the British and nearly completely burned down. Only a few structures survive, which are now marked by bronze plaques, like this one here. On May 3rd, 1813, American Lieutenant John O'Neill single-handedly manned this cannon to protect Havre de Grace against the British attacks. O'Neill and his descendants were gifted the keeper's house and were named honorary defendants of the Concord Point Lighthouse, which marks the mouth of the Susquehanna River. So there used to be a canal which stretched from the top of Pennsylvania through Havre de Grace and down the Susquehanna River, which made it easier to bypass the difficult navigational areas of the lower Susquehanna River. I'm standing in front of what remains of the lock house. So to my right is the lock house, and to my left is the canal and the locks. In the 1830s, Havre de Grace became a bustling commercial location because of the Susquehanna and Tidewater Canal, and also because of the railroad. The Lock House now serves as a public museum open 4 days a week. In the mid-19th century, Havre de Grace became known for duck hunting. It was huge for the town, as tourists would come and stay in local hotels and hire local guides to help them hunt in the Susquehanna River. Artisans would make decoys for the sole purpose of hunting because it made it easier to lure waterfowl into gun range. They were never originally seen as art, but now they're seen differently by the public, and Havre de Grace takes huge pride in our decoy making. We have a festival every year, and Havre de Grace is known as the decoy capital of the world. The building you see behind me is currently being used as the American Legion, but before that, in 1872, it served as the town's Freemason Lodge. In addition to using it as their lodge, the Freemasons also used it to open the town's first library. And then in the late 19th century, the lodge served as Havre de Grace's social center, and many current residents would tell you that it still does, but the lodge has been relocated to Rochambeau Plaza. Many people don't know this, but Maryland was the only state in the U.S. to actively ignore the prohibition, encouraged by then-Governor Ritchie to indulge in spirits as a right. There were many speakeasies located in Havre de Grace, Maryland, including the one that you see behind me in the upstairs of this building. During the Prohibition era, Havre de Grace is home to the only racetrack which openly served alcohol. The racetrack was nicknamed the Gras, and the town was nicknamed Little Chicago for the people that the racetrack would draw in, which included gamblers, mobsters, and bootleggers. Even Al Capone was known to frequently visit Havre de Grace during this time. Is Washington Street, which pretty much serves as the city center in Havre de Grace today. The first Fridays are held here. All of the restaurants are here. The farmers market is held here. The Freemason Lodge is up here now, and the coffee shop is also here, which is where everyone in the town has all of their meetings.
Havre de Grace has come a long way from where it began, but even now, with a population of over 13,000, it still holds a very tight-knit community, one I'm proud to be a part of and proud to call home.